On Monday, the Philadelphia 76ers acquired all-star Jimmy Butler and Justin Patton from the Minnesota Timberwolves in exchange for Robert Covington, Dario Saric, Jared Bayless, and a 2022 second-round draft pick. Sixers GM Elton Brand has said Butler's goals match ours and the city of Philadelphia. Here's Jimmy.
I think that I'm an incredible human being, teammate, and I'll show that to the guys that are here. I like the fact that they like people that grind, that go hard, you know. That's what I've always built my basketball talents off of. I'll tell you right now, I'm not the most talented guy. I just think that I just play hard. Like I'm up early before a lot of people in the gym, and I'm there later than a lot of people in the gym just because I want to do whatever it is that my team asks for me to do to help us win as many games as possible.
So the Sixers have, by all accounts, a winnable next 5 games. Again, Jimmy's debut will be Monday in Orlando against the Magic, then at home on Friday against the Jazz. They'll head to Charlotte for a Saturday matchup and 2 home games against the Suns and Pels. Our Jared Greenberg will be in Orlando for Jimmy's debut and live on NBA TV at 6:30 to 10 before tip. And despite the acquisition of the aforementioned Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid is the unquestioned leader of this resurgent 76ers franchise. The dominant big man continues to impose his will on opponents night in and night out. Our own Kevin McHale looks at all the different ways that he can score in the latest edition of In the Post.
Well, Kevin McHale, and we're back in the Post, and I'm really excited to talk about one of my favorite players, the new age big man in Joel Embiid for the Philadelphia 76ers. This young man just scores in so many different ways. He's got the ability to go inside play, outside play, make from the perimeter. He just is a wonderful player. And for all you young guys out there now that are growing and you're projected to be 6'9", 6'10", 6'11", learn how to do a little bit of everything. Learn how to handle the ball. Learn how to pass. Learn how to just go in there, block shots, defend, do all those things. And a great guy to watch is Joel Embiid. And I love the way he plays. I love his blend of outside and inside basketball. You can see right here, Joel starts on the outside, gives up the ball, and watch what he does. He just beats his man to the board, doesn't give up on the play. He starts that play with a pass and finishes it with a tip dunk. Again, you're going to see him. He spreads out the court because he can play from out there. Now I love this little drop handoff. Watch what he does. He just gets to the front of the rim. And that's where you go when you have those little drop passes from the wing. He gets to the front of the rim. He pump fakes it here. Look at this. They need a 3. What does he do? He steps up and makes it when it really matters. And that's the thing about him I love. He can make that 3-pointer. And right here is one of my favorite plays he has. Watch him bury the guy. Look him body hunt. On that post-up, he ran down the middle of the floor, and he went and he body hunted the guys. And when I talk about body hunting, I'm talking about I set a pick up here high. I'm going to look for the nearest body down here, and when I hit him, I'm going to hit him, and I'm going to seal. I'm going to get wide. I want to get the ball right here. Joel Embiid got the ball inside the charge circle. So all you young guys out there, when you set those picks and you roll hard, find a body to run into. Go body hunt. Go find a guy. Seal him. Get the ball in the paint. Work on your handle. Work on your shot. But be an all-around player. But don't forget this paint. That is very good. And Joel Embiid's ability to score in this paint is going to help him next year in the playoffs.
Do you think, Coach, that the offense of Jimmy Butler will complement Joel's well?
He better throw it to Joel Embiid all the time.
A lot, yeah. It should.
I'm serious, if Jimmy Butler wants to get along with his team, I'm throwing the ball to him 50 times tomorrow night. And I'm just going to say, go to work, big fella. I'm going to play off him. I'm going to cut. He's a nice passer. I'm going to play through him, and I'm going to guard the other team's best. I'm going to guard the other team's best guy, and I'm locking down. And after the game, we're going to win. And I'm going to say, man, do I like playing with you, Joel Embiid. That's my plan, find Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, hey.
Well, the key is this is the first time that Jimmy Butler is on a team where he doesn't, he's not the best player. And, it'd be interesting to see what his mindset. Will he have that mindset where I want to fit in and I want to help this team win, or I'm coming in, I'm going to be Jimmy Butler, I'm going to assert myself, they're going to adapt to me. But I think you're right. He's got to come in, he's got to make it work. He can't have a situation where things implode in Philadelphia, which if you go off his track record, it's going to be tough. He is sort of set in his ways, and he's an all-star. And what made him an all-star, which made him, I wouldn't say a tier 1 elite player, but an elite player in this league is his mindset. He's bullheaded. he fought for everything he's had. And so to change that, it's going to be interesting. But his skill set, yes, I think he can complement. It's just whether his mentality is going to fit.
And I'll tell you right now, strike one, Chicago leaves there. Strike two, Minnesota leaves there. Strike three and you're out. He better play well in Philly because he's going to be, man, I tell you what, you get three fastballs down the middle and you whiff on all of them, you're out of the game. He's got to make this work. I really believe he's under some pressure to change his game and not just come in and say, this is about me. It's about the team and how well can I do and how much can I compliment Joel Embiid. Teams win because all the secondary players say, what do I got to do? Look, I played with Larry. Great team defender, was not a good individual defender. If Larry got stuck on a guy, man, I was 3 steps closer. As soon as that guy put the ball on the floor, I was gone. I was there to help him because he did everything else. Rebounded, passed, shot. It just was a tremendous teammate, but he didn't do that well. So it was my job to cover that up for him and to guard all those guys that he didn't want to guard. So you look at ways that you can help each other, and that's what he's got to do, and I hope he does it. Because I don't think Jimmy's a bad guy. I really don't. I just think he got himself in situations where his leaving of both places, Chicago and Minnesota, was just ugly.
Do you think that perhaps the difference this time around could be the confidence of somebody like Joel Embiid? Because he hasn't been met with any resistance in Chicago, in Minnesota. A lot of the problem was with Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins. Neither of those guys pushed back. The coaching staff didn't push back. They allowed it over and over again. Do you think that perhaps this situation could play into his success?
Yeah, I don't know Joel all that well. I've talked to him some times. He talks about basketball and stuff. Really like the kid. I don't know if he's old enough to be assertive enough. You know what I mean? Because I think that's part of him. And this might be a growing piece for him. He might all of a sudden one day just get up and say, man, enough of this. I mean, I'm putting my foot down on this. I hope he doesn't have to do that. But I do think he's got a strong personality. And I think he's only going to be pushed so far before he kind of pushes back. But look, we're not talking about Jimmy Butler, playing Joel Embiid one-on-one. They're playing on the same team. We're talking about those two guys getting along. And what it takes to be a championship caliber team is your top guys have got to all be on the same page, man. Because you know what? When your top guys walk out there, arm in arm, shoulder to shoulder, and look at the other team and say, let's go. Everybody, I tell you, all the guys at bench are like, oh, man, things are going to happen tonight. Boy, our horses are ready to go. And that's what you want. Your horses have got to look the other team in the eye and say, what you got? Let's go. Let's find out. And everybody, you don't do that when one guy's standing over by himself. And, you do that together. You do that like this.
A lot of horse references tonight. Unfortunately,
yes.
I think we're going back to the dead horse after the break. But
Yeah. We're not going to beat the dead horse again, are we?
I like that.
All right. We're with you until tip-off between the
It
Warriors.
won't get up and run. I learned that years ago.
This has made it funny.